Have you ever wondered how you can invest in real estate without actually having to buy a house or deal with tenants or those pesky toilets breaking? Well, today we're going to talk about something that's super cool called Real Estate Investment Trust, or REITs for short. By the end of the video, you're going to understand what a REIT is. And so my name is Kevin Brierton, certified mortgage planning specialist, and I wanted to help you understand what a REIT is, how it works, and why it might be a good thing to add to your portfolio. So first things first, what is a REIT? A real estate investment trust is, or known as a REIT, is a company that owns and operates and finances properties, and they give the money back to the investors in a form of a dividend. So it's kind of like owning a building, but you don't have to do all the work on it. Somebody else does, and you invest into it. There's different types of REITs. I'm gonna go over a couple examples here. So there's retail REITs, where they own shopping malls or retail stores. And so if you go into your favorite mall, a lot of those are actually owned by a REIT. And then there's residential REITs. They may own or operate apartment buildings or rental homes. There's office REITs. They're where they own office buildings and they rent them out to businesses. Then there's healthcare REITs. They buy properties like hospitals or nursing facilities or medical offices. Then there's the industrial REITs, warehouses, distribution centers. And this is super important also, think about shopping online. There's massive warehouses. So a lot of these warehouses and distribution centers may be owned by a REIT where they function out of. So now let's talk about how REITs work. So when you invest in a REIT, what you're doing is you're actually buying the shares, kind of like if you bought a stock, you're actually buying shares inside that REIT. Very similar to how a REIT's going to work. Then the REIT uses the money from the investors to actually buy and manage real estate properties. So then they collect all the rents from the properties and they give the money back to the investors in the form of dividends. So by law, REITs must pay out at least 90% of their taxable income as dividends to shareholders. So there's some strict guidelines for REITs in this case. So this is what makes it so attractive for investors to be looking at that are trying to generate regular income. So you might be wondering, so why should I invest in a REIT? So I'm going to give you a few ideas and a few reasons. And just know this is not investment advice. I want to give information and resources so you can make your best decisions. So first, diversification. Investing in a REIT allows you to add real estate to your investment portfolio without actually having to buy and manage a property yourself. So this helps spread out the risk. Second, income. Income, providing an income stream of money coming in on a regular basis. And this can be really helpful as you try to have freedom in your life or a retirement stage of your life. Third is liquidity. Unlike owning physical property, REITs are able to be traded on most major stock exchanges. And this is something I would say is, generally speaking, you want to buy a REIT that is actually easily to be traded. That's number 3 on my list here is liquidity. You really want to make sure you can trade this. If you can't, you better get a exponentially higher return for that, because that's going to be a downfall if that REIT is not tradable. We've had clients actually have issues with that in the past. So I think it's important. We don't sell REITs, but I've had clients come to me and having money tied up in a REIT. So I think this is number 3 is really important to kind of sit on for a minute, liquidity. And finally, professional management. When you invest in a REIT, you have a professional manager taking care of the property, which is amazing. So they handle all the details. So you don't have to worry about, again, fixing, broken toilets or finding tenants or fixing leaky faucets or any of that stuff. But of course, like any investment, REITs come with a risk. So here's a few things to keep in mind. Market risk. So the value of REITs can go up or down just like a stock, and it's the value of the portfolio and what the income is being generated off of it. Also, interest rate risk. So REITs can be very sensitive to interest rate risk. So when rates go up or down, the value of the REIT can go up or down as well. So the cost of money will impact the money that's coming as dividends, because it's going to affect the profits. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Economic risk. If the economy isn't doing well, this can affect the real estate portfolio that's owned. Think of if people aren't able to pay their rents or they default, that could be a problem and they have to be kicked out. That could be an economic risk. If you're ready to get started on REITs, here's a few things you want to do. First things first, do all your research like you're doing here. Look into different types of REITs, which one aligns with your investment goals. Second, open up a brokerage account. You'll need a brokerage account to buy and sell REITs. And then similar to any stock, similar to that. Third, start small. if you don't have a lot of investments right away, start with a small and comfortable amount just to see kind of how a REIT works. And finally, monitor your investments. Keep an eye on your REITs. Make sure you adjust them as needed. And remember, it's a long game and it's an income generation game. So, you might gain equity, but the income is a big piece of why you have REITs as well. So that's it. I hope you better understand real estate investment trusts, or known as REITs. If I can help with any other strategies on mortgage planning or investment strategies that we can link up with one of our amazing realtors local in your market, reach out, comment below. Be sure to connect with us as well. If you want a mortgage strategy call, go to mortgagestrategycall.com, and we'd be honored to put together a mortgage strategy for you. Again, thanks for watching. Happy investing. Kevin Brierton, certified mortgage planning specialist with Neo Home Loans. And we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.